the fact that the F-bomb is being used in artistic, creative terms all over the place. Odd and I were talking at the Actors Center, and I had this thought myself this morning at breakfast. I was like, that this is part of the cultural conversation now really blows my mind, because even 4 or 5 years ago, people wouldn't talk about the creative process from such a conscious, and it is conscious to use the F-bomb in the way that we mean it here, which is, here she says, I'm a harsh critic of myself, Adam said. I see when I stop needing to be perfect. I stopped carrying the weight of criticism. I really was so tired of giving up, that I don't spell it out, an expletive, because I just gave so many all the time. Kids, that's Amy Adams saying her breakthrough is when she stopped giving an uck. That's it. That's it. That's what we teach. And it's hard. It's really hard. So that's what I want to tie in with what I want to talk about. So the reason why it's hard is this. At a very early age, actually look around. Everybody look at everybody for a second. Look, everybody look. You can turn around, Clara, turn and look at everybody. Yes, at everybody. Is everybody looking at everyone? Because you're all the same. At a very early age, autobiographically, at a very early age, you all signed up for this unconscious contract you made. You're not even aware of it, maybe. Or maybe if you've done any kind of self-inventory, you're starting to figure it out. I know that it's something that I'm starting to deal with in my 40s that I didn't even really understand even 3 years ago, maybe. How often I was doing things unconsciously. We engage in these unwritten contracts with an adult. Generally a parent, it could be any adult that we bestow superior powers to. And as a developing child, I understand we are being guided through life by an adult who knows better. But what's interesting is we are taught, unconsciously and consciously, that we are lacking something within. So we look for someone else to bestow upon us the thing that we think we are lacking. So we seek in the other love, acceptance, comfort, safety, approval. Sound familiar? Starting to get real. As we journey through life, we start to co-opt that and transfer it onto almost all relationships and pretty much all permutations of expressions of life. So, in other words, we start to find our own self-worth, value in acceptance or love or approval or whatever these things are through jobs and money and titles and fame and etc. And then we also start to look at that in terms of acting. You go into the casting office. You want them to what? Like me. You're not in a give a So it already comes from an incorrect core principle that we are taught that we cannot choose for self. That someone else has to choose for us to be lovable, acceptable, amazing, popular, sexy, dynamic, talented, beautiful, magnificent. I'm totally going to start crying. That's what we all do. Everybody in this room has done it. I still do it. You will do it throughout your whole life. But if we have a conscious conversation about not doing it anymore, about not giving, I don't know why I'm holding up my book, it's not self-advertisement, but because I use the F-bomb. But because if we can start not giving an F, that we choose ourselves. You choose yourself. You don't allow someone to choose for you. Because actually you've all done that. You've all been chosen by the perfect boyfriend or girlfriend. Then what happens? You realize, well, you may still be together, and that's wonderful. But you realize they aren't doing the inside job. They can't fulfill the thing that must come from self. You get it? Everybody understand? It's quite simple. It's also really emotional. Because I don't know why it's constructed that way, it just is. And every single person on the planet is looking for the value outside of self. So when you start to get freed up into that more and more, you start to live your life more and more from that place, you will stop giving a F-bomb. And that actually is freedom.